It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
We're going to roll into our post-race press conference for today's race winner, and that's Marcos Ambrose, driver of the number 59 STP Ford. Congratulations, Marcos. Your first win in NASCAR Nationwide Series. And we also have up here joining him Tad and Jodi Geschickter, team owners, and also Brad Daugherty, who will be have a partnership with this race team for next season. And Gary Cogswell, crew chief, has joined as well. So let's get right to it. Very happy time for this race team, and rightfully so. Marcos, can you express your thoughts about today's victory?
Yeah, just a great day. It feels like a huge load off my shoulders, and I'm sure it is for everyone up here. We've committed a lot this year to try and improve our program, and we've come close. Mexico and Montreal. There you go. How's that? Is that better? I thought I was yelling. Just a huge relief. It feels like a big relief off my shoulders. I'm sure it is for everyone here in this room standing next to us, because we've committed a lot to it. I've come a long way. I've dragged my family halfway around the world. I'm away from my dad and mum and everyone who really needs me back in Australia. And today it just feels like it's worthwhile. It feels like I've conquered a huge mountain. And it's just a great day. Gary's come on board and turned our nationwide program around. He came on after 6 races. We're in a real mess, and here we are halfway through the year with a win. So I've got to thank Gary, Tad and Jodi for plucking me out of nowhere. I met them on a hot, dusty day at IRP. I was hanging around like a bad smell until they gave me a test. And here we are. Brad's come on board. It's just... we're a team that's moving forward, and I feel like we needed to win to justify moving forward like we're going to in 2009. It's just a real weight off my shoulders. I feel like we're ready to really do something special, and it's just a great day.
Thank you, Marcos. So I'm going to ask Gary your thoughts about some of the calls that you had to make and just how much this means to this race team.
Well, it's pretty tremendous. It's been a long time for me. I happened to have the opportunity to be in this victory lane a long, long time ago, and everything's changed so much. And the race it was like storybook race. It's hard to just beat people. There's just so many good cars. And we just were able to put ourselves in the right position to win the race. Everything went the way it needed to for us to win, and we won. The car was good. There was a lot of good cars. The race ran the way it needed to for us, and we took the checkered flag, and we're all here extremely happy about it.
Tad and Jodi, your thoughts. How's it feel to have a car in victory lane today?
It's been about 12 years. We finished second, I think, 12 times in that time, and come so close. And, it's important to note that Kingsford and Clorox and those folks have stuck with us through all those 12 years, and I think that's the most special thing for me is we're finally going to send a trophy to Oakland, California, to all those guys, and thank them for being so loyal, for believing in Marcus, for believing in us, and we're excited to just now we got some momentum to keep doing it.
Jodi?
I echo Tad's thoughts. We were just at the Kingsford sales meeting, Kingsford and Clorox sales meetings about 2 weeks ago, and they have embraced Marcus, and he loves them, and he said, the relationship we have to win for these people. We just have to do it. And true to his word, here we are a couple of weeks later, and we're doing it, and I couldn't be any happier. 9 laps from the end, I saw the guys busy in the pits, and they said, we may have a tire going down. And I thought, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. No way. But, he stayed out. It wasn't a flat tire. And when the guys started to run out of gas, I thought, maybe the cars are going to fall our way this time. Maybe it's going to happen. But you just, not until he takes the checkered flag do you really believe. We're really, really thrilled to be here. You just can't imagine what it's like.
Brad, you've become part owner of this team, and, of course, next year it'll be JTG Daugherty Racing. I bet you're ready to start racing now next year already, aren't you?
Well, actually, it's JTG Daugherty Racing now.
Okay.
We just haven't had a chance to do all of our stuff. And
Gotcha.
I want to thank Jodi and Tad for the opportunity to be a part of this team. It was a great race for us today. Marcos did a great job. He had a top 5 race car. I don't know if he had the winning race car, but Gary made some great calls up on the box, and Marcos really believed. I mean, when Jimmy Johnson ran out of fuel there, I was sitting there watching the race, and I had my little calculator going in my head up there, and I knew that Jeff Burton couldn't be far behind. So it was going to come down the last lap for us. Marcos saved us some fuel when those guys ran out of gas, and it was just a great job. Everyone did a super job today, and we're fired up. It's a great win for this organization.
Certainly is. Let's take questions now. We'll start right here.
Yeah, Dave Rodman from NASCAR.com for Brad. It must seem like another lifetime away, but this is not your first victory as an owner. Could you compare this day with, winning with Roderick back in the Busch Series, especially with what you're looking ahead to do with this race team?
Yeah, you're telling your age if you remember that. That was back in '89, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, we were just a ragtag organization going out having fun on the weekends, trying to race a little bit, and to be here today it is so difficult to win this series or the Cup Series. You really have to have all your eggs in one basket and really know what you're doing and be well organized, well structured. You don't just kind of fall into these things. We kind of fell into that win back in 1989. And Jodi and Tad have worked for 14 hard years putting together the infrastructure to this organization, which is second to none. They're not the biggest organization in the world, but they're based on some really solid fundamentals, character, integrity, and the things that make you good and create opportunities like this. So, I came on board a couple of months ago, and that was one reason why. I wanted to be involved with people who are people of standards, and the wins will come. They work very, very hard, and more wins will come.
Question right here. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Parker's NASCAR scene. Marcos, do you feel like the wins that got away, that you had let them get away, or do you feel like they were taken from you? And also, can you talk about just a lot of times, because of the way the pit strategy was going, you had to come back through the field, and you looked like you had a few close calls and a few fender rubs.
Well, that's a lot of questions in one right there. It feels like a weight off my shoulders. It really does. I feel like I've been trying so hard to win, I've been tripping over myself. Montreal was a classic example last year, and we've come close and run fast in ovals, but haven't been able to close a deal. I knew that the road races this year was my best chance to get a win, and I'm just really pleased that it's come. I've had to be patient. 2.5 years here in America after, I was pretty used to winning down home. I was a 2-time champion and won a lot of races, so you had to eat a little humble pie when I came here and just learn the craft. It's a very different discipline, NASCAR racing, even on a road course. The cars are very difficult to drive and set up. You have to be very aggressive the whole day. You got to forget about trying to get a car to handle well. You've just got to race the heck out of it. And so today I did that. I just raced hard every lap. I tried to force positions when I could. It was a treacherous race out there. There was a lot of slow cars that seemed to be in the way. Hey, Max. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And you've got to be careful out there. At the same time, you can't be soft because people take advantage of you. So, we got some damage there late in the race. About 15 ago, I sideswiped a lap car and it bent my steering. That's when I thought the tyre was going flat. It was pulling pretty hard to the left. I was just trying to keep it straight there under brakes, but we survived that, and here we are. We're in victory lane. And you've got to commit yourself to try and win. You've got to use all the car up. You've got to use all the track up, and sometimes other people. But here we are. It's our day, and we've been waiting plenty long enough for this day to come, and we're going to enjoy it.
Question over here, then we'll move up. Go ahead.
News. Gary, one of the calls you had to make today was telling Marcos to stay behind the 52 car on that final lap. Were either of you all really concerned that something might happen if you had tried to pass him?
Of course I was concerned, or I wouldn't have said that. I try to watch all the traffic and pay attention to what's going on. And I called to him the last few laps what his interval was to second place. And, of course, in the finishing laps there, we were on full screen on the camera, so I had a pretty good idea what was going on the whole lap. And, yeah, I told him that just so he knew there was no need to take any chance because he had a significant enough lead there that he just needed to get back over here. So communication's good. He knew I meant it when I said it, or I wouldn't have said it.